Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Rune News. I'm your host, Ryan, and as always, it's bloody good to have you guys here in the audience today. The Holy Molies are likely coming to the game. The poll has opened. If you vote yes, this will change the trajectory of Rune News for the foreseeable future. There'll be no need to project and, I guess, showcase where Mole Slippers are because they'll be ascending to the next level. But we'll just see how the poll unfolds and we'll handle it from there. We're going to dive into today's update, not beat around the bush too much. I'm going to go win another poker tournament if the cards play themselves in my favor tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to go all in on 7-2 offsuit and see what happens. My name is Ryan, and I have one question for you all to answer in the comment section down below today, and that is, will you be playing the Deadman tournament, which starts in 2 weeks' time? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'll be doing. I will likely be doing it. We're going to start PKING again on stream to practice, get ready for that PvP adventure, and start dumping cunts left, right, and center in the wilderness. My name is Ryan. I am live 5 days a week, right here on YouTube or on Kick. Come by at kick.com/KingCondor, drop a follow, and it'll chuck a couple of extra inches on the end of your cock. And look, if you catch me in the wilderness, bring it on. I'll take on anyone, anytime. My name is Ryan. Now let's jump into the Rune News Old School Runescape update for this week, right here on Rune News. You're watching Rune News. This is Rune News. My name is Rune News, and you're watching Rune News. Jesus. New player improvements, round 2, is the title of this week's Old School RuneScape update. No Shellbearing Griffin combat task, by the way. You know how that new super easy medium boss that came with sailing in November, 2 months ago? We still don't have a combat task for that boss. And you still can't do anything on your boat while collecting your crystal from the crystal extractor, otherwise it cancels that animation too if you take damage or choose to change the direction of your boat even though you're not the one steering. But it's okay because new player improvements, round 2 are here, boys. And what does this mean? Well, they've just adjusted the dialogue in free-to-play quests to make it a little more streamlined with what to do. So that way you know how to do these basic quests instead of using the wiki, which I get, totally support that, because any new quest that comes to the game, Jagex does do a very good job at pretty much explaining what to do, so you don't need the wiki. They're basically fine-tuning all the classic free-to-play quests behind me here so that it's more straightforward on what you need to do, so people don't need to rely on the wiki, which is totally understandable. The new style skill guide as well also now has a quest, sorry, let me move that a bit for you, a quest XP tab there. So that way, once you see, well, you go open up cooking, for example, go quest XP and it'll tell you where you can get quest XP from, the requirements, and what quests they are as well. So you know what XP you're going to get and how to train the skill using quests, which is actually kind of busted, but you have to make sure you enable all of this in the settings behind me. Just type new or interface or whatever style you want, type it and click the box there in the settings tab and you're good to go. So big update today. Thank you, Jagex. Sailing fixes and improvements. It took them 2 months to finally put the outfits in the player-owned fucking house costume box. So I can finally use those keys now, which is good. So big round of applause for Jagex and the JMod team there, bringing very basic updates, which should be part of their day one standard operating procedure. Is that SOP? I think SWO, whatever it is that they use these days. Basically, as someone who's worked out a job before, I understand that most practices have a standard operating procedure or a standard work order as to what you must do when doing basic content. For example, if you develop a new gear in the game that is completely cosmetic, you should by default have it ready for the player in house. Unfortunately, Jagex says do it 2 months later, but at least it's here now. The Horn of Plenty and Griffin Feathers, which is hunter gear, can now go in the Huntsman's kit. Should be done on day 1, but we've got it now. They fixed up a stash kit. Just a lot of loopholes and things they missed on sailing have finally come to the game. Nothing important that people actually want, just the little shit that no one cares about. The maintenance opinion poll is up and running. You have seen the video on my channel. If you haven't, make sure you go by and check it out. Basically, Jagex wants to know when the best time is for them to do downtime maintenance on the servers and the integrity of the back end of the game to be able to give you eventually cloud hosted servers for Old School RuneScape, which also means getting new servers in new regions as well as other back end engine work that you won't see physically in the game, just to help with the life and the ever expanding technology for Old School RuneScape. So kind of big, kind of an important poll. I'd highly recommend going through it. It takes like 2 minutes just to kind of give your preferences, and that's it. Now, the official client recommended spec update for those that have potatoes for computers. Basically, you should just buy something that's been made in the past 10 years and you'll be fine by the looks of this list. If you've got a Mac, you probably need to reevaluate your life choices too. Terrible choice. And iOS and Android as well for your mobile phone users as well. Again, if your phone has a touch screen and was made in the last 6 years, you should be okay. If it's not, I'd recommend upgrading it if you're interested in playing old school RuneScape or any game for that matter. The other changes section is filled with utter dog shit once again. The only real significant note here is the fact that in TOA, Akka kept disappearing anytime people hit it with the Eye of Ayak. That's now been fixed. Same with Yama as well. The player character no longer disappears after dealing damage to Yama with the Eye of Ayak. So if for some reason people were using the Eye in Yama, I guess apparently it's good. I didn't know that. Well, now you won't disappear, which is huge. Otherwise, it's just graphical updates and changes once again. Pretty L update from Jagex, 2 weeks in a row now. It's not that it's a bad update. It's just combat tasks. Like, we're not asking for a huge amount of content here. We're just asking for the combat tasks, just to see some sort of progression and something being taken seriously. But yet again, really nothing here except new player improvements content, which really doesn't feel. I mean, yeah, they're retyping quests. Just chat GPT it, to be honest, from the wiki. It's not that difficult. Otherwise, yeah, they're changing UIs. It's really a pretty much nothing burger 2 weeks in a row now. Jagex drops the ball again. But, you know, the holy mollies might be coming, so who knows? They're polling good shit. I can smell them cooking. I just don't know if they're cooking Taco Bell down the street or if it's this dumpster right next to me. I guess we're going to find out in just a moment. But I do know that you can make a lot of money right now with the Grand Exchange update. So Wade Green is going to cover that for you boys in just a moment. That's how we do it in one take right here. Ryan, Rune News, Old School RuneScape update. Nice cock. Hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the RuneScape 3 news segment for this week in Rune News, where we discuss what goes on in RuneScape 3. And the only thing we really have to tell you this week is the most important message that you'll ever receive in your life about RuneScape 3. And that is that RuneScape 3 is fucking dog shit. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Grand Exchange segment for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and this week, of course, the biggest rise is the fucking mole slippers. 366k is a deflated price. They're going for around 700k at the moment, and it's obvious as to why the holy mollies are likely to come to the game. New best in slot fashionscape, new best in slot for the winner Todd Boss. Why wouldn't you fucking buy them? Why wouldn't you try them? This price will continue to rise over the next few weeks. You're going to see some fucking smooth action. Will they maintain their high price? We do not know. This may be one of the last times we see mole slippers here on Rune News. We're going to have to keep an eye on the market, keep an eye on the polls, and see exactly where we are. Beginner clues are now super profitable. I highly recommend investing and looking to sell as soon as they peak. Now, the biggest loss of the week is the toxic blowpipe empty. Obviously not full, because you can't sell it when you're full, you dickhead. So empty toxic blowpipe dipping like hot shit in a frying pan, because, well, there's no real need to be using this shit at the moment. We've got a selling rework coming. We've got Deadman coming up, so people are going to start selling off valuables to exchange gold to try and profit for more gold in the future. Things are going to start getting sold. The economy is going to dip a little bit. It's going to crash, and then it will claw itself back. We also have the Winter Summit coming up, which is very unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen. We just have to wait and see what exactly what's going on here with Jagex and what their plans are for the future. However, the twisted bing bong billiam chillium bing bong billigan jooligan hooligan spooligan bing bong chingachong wang bing bang bong chilling bo bong ting tong tillion is on the rise at 1.6 bill, the new highest mega rare value item in the game. Maybe the first mega rare to hit max cash stack, who knows? Getting the twisted bow has done nothing but bring great value to this weapon. You are more than welcome, and I expect you all to be thankful for me to pretty much bring this twisted bow price up. It's the new best in slot, only weapon you're going to need in your hands. Don't worry about that scythe. It's dead in the water now. We don't care about the scythe now. The twisted bow is probably, in my opinion, the most reliable mega rare as well to be holding on to for new content in the future, because magic levels are just always coming in with new bosses. The shadow's in the bin because they're going to rework it, and the scythe, well, if you can't fucking reach it, you can't fucking scythe it. So that's my advice. The twisted bow, definitely worth learning cocks, definitely worth grinding, and definitely worth buying if you've got some cash. Just don't sell your bank for it. That is it for the Grand Exchange update this week for Rune News. My name is Wade Green, and I've got a big cock, but I've also got a big gut because I'm a big boy. Have a good night. Our first Ironman moment for the week goes to Mr. D Hart's BBLs. He pulled the next pet last night just after the next mass finished here on the live streams. Normally we pull about 3 or 4 uniques in a stream. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything last night, and then D pulls the pet afterwards when the stream's over. So congratulations, D. Nice work on the next pet. I think it's like 80 KC as well, which is fucking huge. Our second moment goes to Toxic Hazard here with the 11 KC Alchemical Hydra pet. One drop I've never had from the Hydra, 11 KC. Beautiful, great pet to be honest. A couple of different transmogs, not bad, good size. Get that green logged and get the fuck out. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, Master Bates wants to share his collection log slots being completed over the last 24 hours. We have him hitting nearly 300 slots, by the way. In 24 hours, he got the Duke pet, an Awakened Orb, Cerberus Scrolls, Smoldering Stone, Prim, and then the Cerberus pet as well. The man is on a fucking roll. He's on a mission from God with 2 pets and the Prim Crystal. Congratulations, Master Bates. You're a fucking champion. That is going to be it this week, ladies and gentlemen, for Rune News. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ryan. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I'd greatly appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys in the live streams where you can come by and challenge me to a beautiful 1v1 in the wilderness if you got the balls, which I'm not. Let's be honest, you don't. You're scared. Prove it. Come by. See what happens. Good night. This is the easiest room in the raid. It's quite simple. You got a big boy. Look at him. God damn. Fuck me. Look at that boy. It's huge. You got a big boy.